From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium. Moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here. So they'll bring it out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. The big foul.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That second down play nets a -4. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Packers 7.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Will Redmond. And into the...
Mason.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And, partner, they found pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point.
Mix the score. Chiefs 14, Packers 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up.
Yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Davante Adams, 66 yards. And once again, the Packers. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire down to the 25.
Number 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers connecting with Equanimeous St. Brown. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Crosby for the extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back.
We are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Packers 27, Chiefs 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Tano takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness with few.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Packers 27. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 48 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 34, Chiefs 28. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
Kansas City.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Le'Veon Bell.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And again, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. There he goes, left side.
Oh, that's the way to run it.
Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to Aaron.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 41, Chiefs 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Tavon Austin taking it in. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Let's get him. Come on.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mahomes to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
To throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Chiefs 49. Packers 48.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now the Packers going to go. 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's now
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And he's across from the late. Should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 56, Packers 48. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
48.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finish. When you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.